What's up, my fellow gun dogs? Welcome to the doghouse. And let me tell you something. I will eat bugs. I'll eat them. I saw this article come up, and I heard this from a friend recently too. A friend, about how they're starting to begin farming insects for protein, and how it's easier to do. Like, you create more protein for use, we're less waste and space, things of that nature. But immediately, I've heard this rejection, this argument, and the one I just saw online was the rich. The rich are over there eating steaks, so I refuse to eat bugs because the rich are eating steaks. And the guy I know, he said the same thing. He said they want me to try to make me eat bugs when I can't have a hamburger. I want beef. I should be able to eat beef. And I'm like, oh my god. Not only is your food processed, but your reality is processed too. Because what's beef? Beef is the name we've given the consumable product that comes from cow. You want to eat cow. We're talking about cow meat. Specifically, cow. It's not a luxury item. It's a mass-produced, processed animal that we've injected with hormones and antibiotics. So antibiotics you're going to have to. They get sick. But this idea that cow is a luxury item, it's not. The cattle industry, they chose the animal because they can get a lot of food off of it. And, again, they have cattle farms. It's cow. The idea that you're on this planet, and there were omnivores, which, by the way, another miracle of nature. We can eat essentially everything if prepared properly. But you've decided cow. If I can't eat a cow, then I don't know what I'll do. In Australia, they eat kangaroo because they have a big kangaroo population problem over there. But you could eat koala, sloth. Not that you really can, because your lazy ass ain't going to go out there and hunt that koala down, and I don't think there's any in America anyway. Besides the point, that's a silly argument. But beef is cow. Let's start calling it cow. South Park, once again, the geniuses they are, talking about how the Japanese eat, whale and dolphin, because that's their industry. Our industry is cow and chicken. And yeah, it's food, you know what I mean? And the idea of saying a bug has a negative connotation because that's not separate yet. We haven't created a word. I mean, protein. It's insect protein. There's nothing wrong with me eating an insect. I can eat an insect and get food. You know what I just discovered last year? Lentils. And the way I discovered that is I remember something Penn Jillette said, because I was looking into dieting, and I don't mean dieting losing weight, but literally what is our a diet like. And he talks about how our diets are habitual. Makes sense, right? That's why my friend, this guy online I saw, that's why they're rejecting the insects, because their whole lives are I've been eating beef, I want to continue eating beef. And more power to you. It's that guy that just ate cheese for a year. I mean, it's not a year, but he just ate cheese for his whole life or something. But I looked at my grocery list. I buy the same items over and over again, always. And I'm like, but there's so much food at the grocery store. Why am I limiting to this? And I love using a slow cooker, and that's how I looked up. I was like, hey, what can you do in a slow cooker? Looking at recipes, I was like, lentils. Oh yeah, that's a thing, right? Lentils are really high in protein and fiber. And man, when I make my lentil soup in the slow cooker, it's spectacular. It's really good. And I don't think to myself, God damn, this is good. But what I could really go for is some cow. Moo. Cowboy. It's ridiculous. Eat your crickets and shut up.